Hello, everybody! Way! Welcome back to Locking It Down with Lucy. We're on the next chapter, I guess, the next voyage, past the 100s. What are we into the next century now? No, what would they call the first century? Because we're always one century behind. Like at the moment, we're in the 21st century, even though we're in 20, no, one before. So I guess this is the first. This is the second century. Yes, that makes sense. Whatever. Time is irrelevant. It's a meaningless construct that humanity has formed. Do you think a lion knows what the time is? Actually, it has some sort of vague understanding, I suppose, based on the sun, but it doesn't know what time. Anyway, hello. Welcome to Locking It Down with Lucy. Why is it every time I start an episode, I just start on thinking? It's maybe because I've had my mouth shut for quite some time, and then all these thoughts just come trickling out. But anyway, look, we have a party going on in the background. Boop, 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 boop. Look, I've like upgraded now. This is what happens once you get to 100 episodes. You can afford LED lights and live the real YouTuber's life, you know? I'm sure that's a level up upgrade that you can get in that game. Anyway, this is too much. Let's drop it down a bit. Let's go for a solid blue in keeping with the theme. Although I do quite like, to be fair, the white, because I think that gives a little bit more of a, I don't know, better lighting to the entire room. But maybe let's just, we can have white on that one, really. Ooh, I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. That's quite an interesting colour. I did like the blue, to be fair. That blue doesn't show anything. There we go, let's go with that blue today. We'll just change it up as and when things happen here and Locking It Down with Lucy. That's how we go. Yo, this is how we roll, making babies cry. Not sure if that's the words of the song, but let's say hello to you fine people. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for choosing to spend your evening with me, Locking It Down with Lucy. Let's say, Jazz D, just the person I need to speak to. Hello, by the way. Please, once you've finished the episode, please go onto Discord because I messaged you about the winnings because I need to go through each person one by one. So there should be a chat called Winners Chat that you've been invited to. So yeah, please, when you have time, Jazz D, drop into there, let me know your deets, and then I can sort out the winning prizes. And same goes for everybody else. I've not contacted everybody yet because I'm going through the list chronologically. So if I haven't contacted you yet, do not worry, do not fear. I will be in touch soon and I'll sort some things out and get the ball rolling. Anyways, back to the hellos. Hello, Jazz D. Unlucky 13 Waves. Hello, hello, hello. We have Telltale Fan says, hi from Israel. Hello, Israel. It's great to see you. Jack Turner's giving a wave. Hello. We got Dusty. Evening all. Is there going to be a Room 101 edition of Locking It Down with Lucy? Maybe. I don't actually know how Room 101 goes, but we're going to try and do something. I thought about it. Simi is saying, nice lights back there. It's party time. Thank you. Thank you. The upgrades are happening slowly but surely. I guess I'm being a YouTuber. I find it weird. I guess now I just have to embrace it. That's who I am. For a while I was like, I'm not a YouTuber. I just like making YouTube videos. But 'tis the way of the world now, I suppose. Jamie is saying road to 200 begins. Why am I always on a road? I'm always going somewhere. I just like to, I don't know, have a mission in focus, you know, somewhere to aim towards. Ian Graham says, good evening, Lucy. Evening all. Hello, hello. Steve Like a Fox says, hi, Lucy, and hi, chat. How is everybody? I hope you're all well. Nofi says, hello, Lucy. There is more than one wrestling family. Blue for PlayStation. You know it, you know it. Terrence is saying, hi, Lucy. We got Mega Pork Chop Express says, hi from Lancaster. Oh, wait, Lancashire. That's how you say it, right? Well, thank you. We got Jamie saying hello. We got Jose saying maybe Vault 101. The best vault, you might say. Oh, yeah, I like that. Maybe we could twist it from Room 101 to Vault 101. But Vault 101 was a peaceful place. They weren't conducting crazy experiments down there. I mean, sure, it wasn't great, but you had Liam Neeson and the tunnel snakes. What more could you want? At least you're not being, you know, tortured by a million Garys. Jemmy says, howdy. Who else we got? Jack Turner's also waving. Robert War is saying hello. Adrenaline in my soul. To start the show. Oh, what a song. I can't go through the whole thing, but I'm glad you got my reference, Nofi. I thought you might. Right, so let's have a look. What is coming up on the show today? So the poll, if I may say so, hi PS3 Gaming Scotland, is about PS Plus because it has finally been upgraded everywhere. I logged on this morning, got mine. Gary. That's a Fallout 3 reference for those of you who don't know. So I'm just curious. I like, you know, using the chat to see what's happening in this little ecosystem that we've got going on here. Like, what plans are people on? I'm curious. After having worked on it, I want to know what the people are gravitating towards. So not going to touch on it too much, but there is a topic later on in the show I'd like to discuss regarding the PlayStation Plus. But I'm just curious. I like conducting my own field experiments because I've just sort of discovered, everybody, that I'm a real Hermione Granger. I'm like, I can't wait to do this. I don't want to get expelled from work. Oh my god, I feel like such a loser sometimes because it is only work, but for some reason, being studious is one of my traits. I just like doing a good job. This is not even a Hermione Granger impression. So we have obviously I'd like to do a bit of housekeeping at the beginning of the show, then the check-in, the highlights and lowlights of the week. So get thinking about that. Of course, clip of the week. Already might have alluded to what that might be. The main topics of the show is we're going to touch a little bit on PlayStation Plus, but I'd like to drill down further, deeper into the PS1 classics that are on the premium, I think it is, premium tier. So we talk about that. And then what have I been playing? I did return to Crash 4. And then I also want to talk about Sonic Origins because that is coming out. Well, it's out today, everybody. And then for the lockdown showdown at the end, we are going to do our own Room 101 or Vault 101, as Jose has said, where, for those of you unfamiliar, I'm going to talk about it now quickly because I might need you guys to think about it. Have a think. I want you guys to think of some of your biggest things that you despise in video games, whatever it might be. And then at the end, we're going to bring them all together and we're going to talk about them and see what deserves to go in our Room 101, our torture chamber of, say, if we were creating a video game, but we could only create this video game with the worst, most annoying things that we all hate. Be the worst video game, like a torture video. It's a torture video game. We are creating Torture, the video game. So have a think. I've got a list of mine to get us going, but think on it and I will return to you at the end of the show. So that's what's coming up. So if you are interested, stick around, grab some popcorn as someone already has done, which is a good plan. Because it's time, let's get into it. So firstly, let's go for a little bit more of my drinking. I am parched. Now, I have just gone normal today, everybody. I've just got some Coke Zero. I'm very much into the Coke Zero world now. I have become a convert into Coke Zero. Coke Extreme, as I will call it now. It is too much for me. It's much too much. Is this what old age is? Maybe. So I'm going to crack that open. But I would like to say, after last week's, because I'm going to reflect a little bit on 100 and sort of have a little bit of a, what do they call it? A post-mortem in the business of businesses. A post-mortem. I got to tell you guys, after 100 last week, what did I do? I took a picture of myself with the backdrop because I knew I was going to take it down. And then I sat on the sofa and started watching EastEnders and was like, I don't feel so great now that I've sat down and I'm not talking anymore. Went to the bathroom and threw up. And then came back to the sofa, continued watching EastEnders, and then I sort of just passed out. I woke up on the sofa in the exact same position that I must have been lying down to watch TV, and the Queen's Jubilee was suddenly on. The replay of that was happening. And it was like 6:30 in the morning, and I was like, oh wow, I've done that thing where I've passed out on the sofa. Life goals are happening here. I'm just living the life goals just a decade later than I should have really done. So that was the aftermath of Locking It Down with Lucy 100. I was going to say, not even shocked. Hey, at least I was in a controlled environment. And I'll have you know, my faculties were all there. I had one whole bottle of wine and a cocktail. I've still got some more cocktail cans in my fridge, but I'm gonna abstain from alcohol for a little bit longer because that was a lot. That was no crime fine this week. No. I was like, oh boy, I need to just chillax. And the next day I went back to bed and then I woke up and I was like, right, let's get up and do the day. So this is the problem. Sorry, I just need to unparch. Cheers to 101. No, it doesn't work. Oh my God, I can't wait for Locking It Down with Lucy 180. That would be great. Or even better than 180 is 140. Like, it's always, that sounds a bit disappointing when you get to 140. Anyway, here we go. Boozy Lucy was definitely in full effect. Boozy XP. I need to get one of those t-shirts that just says, maybe I'll print one myself one day, that just says LudiXP, Moody XP, Boozy XP. And then that's the three corners, that just one of those printed word t-shirts. This is hitting the spot, by the way. I've only had one little sip epos. Don't know what that means. I've just factioned a word up, but it's glorious. No, I haven't heard that song in forever. Oh, one day, maybe one day, LudiXB will be in the house. That's quite cool. What could my Switch version be? Ludi XY? I don't know what they're doing over on the Switch. Just doing all kinds of not. I don't know. They got the Zeds going on down there and all kinds of things. It's a weird, weird world. Private vomit is the most appropriate. Well, it's a thing that happened. The thing is, it was a controlled vomit. I knew kind of that it was going to happen. I was like, you know what? Let's do the thing. Let's just get it over with. And obviously, I felt better for it. So there we go. The fallout of 101, as you would say. Hi, Em. How's it going? So the other thing I'd like to just say is, like, reflecting back on the 100 was, it left me feeling with like this buzz of just energy. Like on the lead up, like I really enjoyed getting into like, oh my God, I've got to do this for the show. Like all the prep that went into it was pretty exciting. And then it's just left me feeling really, and also the joy and the buzz of everyone like wanting to come and like be part of it and hang out and all the love you guys showed. It was like a real high. It was so exciting for just what is effectively just this, but at a sort of more grandiose level for no real reason other than a number had been reached. But no, I appreciate all your love. The one thing I am disappointed at, because obviously I had to scrub through the video the next day to do the timestamps, and I can't believe it. Like most things went off pretty well. I'm pretty happy with how the show went overall, but the technical issues still, were there a bit. Things were a little bit jumpy or whatever, and the Witcher song, I'm really upset that my headphones were out of time with the music that you guys were listening to. So I'm like half a beat behind the actual music that you heard. But in my ears, it was on time. And so it just looks like this weird drunken slur of music, like blah, blah, blah. It becomes so. I'd just like to say thank you, everybody, for pretending it was good, because I couldn't even watch it. It was unwatchable for me. I was like, I watched a bit of it and I was like, oh my God, I did this and I didn't even know. But that's part of what I like to do. I like to make a fool of myself. So if that gets played at my funeral, then God rest you all. God rest me, because I'll be dead. So there we go. Jay Baker is saying hello, hey. So there we go. Yeah, it was fun times, and I feel like, as I said, rejuvenated, invigorated to make some more videos, and it did. In fact, this week, look out for the Mass Effect Platinum Trophy Tales that'll be coming up. Also record some other videos and stuff. So yeah, no, it's going to be good. I'm so glad that, you guys all enjoyed it, and you enjoyed being here and being part of all the shenanigans that happens. It sinks after a few drinks, says Dusty. Oh boy, I mean, someone did say on the Discord, I think it might have been Jose, he was like, it felt cruel to tell you to start again a third time. To be fair, I might have been like, oh, for God's sakes, flip table. One day, maybe I'll perform it live on stage sometime. I don't know. I'm not really that much of a singer, but, as I say, I make up for my lack of talent with, the performance. The Jurassic World review was amazing. I'm glad that lined up so well. B Retro Gamer is saying, are you playing the new Turtles game? And this is an interesting question, actually, because when I was a kid, this might go into the, I don't know, why have I got into this accent? I don't know what this accent is. It's not an accent at all. I've just made up nonsense. When I was a kid, I had one Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. I never really watched the Turtles, by the way. I knew of them. I just like, oh yeah, one guy likes pizza. Right on, I love pizza too. But I had on my Sega a Turtles game. I think it was just the fighting game. I don't think it was the side scroller. I think it was literally just fight, and you just had to go bah, 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 and beat them up. And I would normally always be the guy with the what are they? The nunchuck kind of things. Like, blah, blah, blah. And then you had to just keep going progressively. There was a story mode to it, but they all love pizza. One loved pizza more than the other, I'm sure. The Red Banner one, but I think it was like there was a story where you had to fight people progressively in order. And I got to that Krang or Kang person where it's like, now I've got you now. And it's like a brain inside somebody's stomach or something. It was weird. I need to find out what game this is, because I can see it clearly in my mind, but it definitely wasn't the side-scroller one. I'm sure of it. I'm pretty sure it was just a beat-em-up game. So as for if I'm getting it, no, probably not. I mean, my friends at work keep saying, get the game, we'll play it together. But I don't know, I can't have that trophy guilt on my back, Everything comes down to the trophy weight guilt. Chris J, I feel you, because I am craving pizza too. Now, here's a real thing. I didn't have pizza today. Dun, dun, dun. Normally, as you know, Thursday is relegated to pizza day, but I'm trying out this new initiative this week that's called Only Eat the Food That You Own, Lucy. It's tough. It means I'm not buying any brand new food. The only food, I'm like, I don't know, being like a Bear Grylls survivor. Here in Lucy's flat, she's only left with the food that she has in her fridge. Can she survive, or will she simply just die? So, I don't know. I had to eat, what did I eat for dinner today? Oh, I just ate chips and ketchup. No, that big on me. Because I'm sick of buying food. It's too annoying. It's too expensive. I can't be asked. So I need to finish what I've got before I buy more of what I've started. And then inevitably, I end up eating it moldy or throwing it away, or I sort of have to eat it out of, like, necessity. Like one time I had to eat this whole bit of ham. It was gross, man. I don't know. I don't like this, but tomorrow there's supposed to be pizza at work. They advertise pizza at work, so I'm going to work expecting pizza. If there is no pizza and they change their minds, because apparently word on the grapevine is that that's not the truth. The truth is that there's actually going to be chili. Don't send me the menu and tell me there's pizza and then take pizza away from me. I might just turn, all Ninja Mutant Turtle on them and go, wow, and just go crazy. So that'll be an interesting, will it? Will there be pizza tomorrow? I don't know. Anyway, that's my my thoughts on 100, and of course the Ninja Turtles, it seems. So let's jump into the check-in, the lowlights and highlights of the week. This is the part of the show where I ask you guys to let me know, how's it going? How's your week going? I'd like to know, and hopefully you guys would like to know too. I don't know what kind of mood I'm in today. I'm in like a weird mood. Oh, am I drinking out of the mug or am I drinking out of the cup? I need to. See, like Fox saying, try HelloFresh. They are great. Fresh food, no waste. Yes, maybe. I don't know. I kind of like making my own sort of monstrosities for dinner and then having to live with my decisions afterwards. So I will start with my lowlights of the week, which will tie into the what am I playing later. Turtle, says Fabian. Ruby is saying, hi, Mum. I'm not your real Mum. My lowlights of the week is that there were train strikes that happened in London. Might have been further afield, which meant that I've been stuck here for most of the week because I can't actually go to work because there are no trains running, or if they are running, they're like very poorly running, and I don't want to be stranded. So that's kind of been a little bit annoying. So I've been trying to like walk around the area to just walk and do something and not be so addicted to work, because I feel like I might be one of those people that have an addictive personality, because whenever I get into something, I get into it. And that maybe is why I'm so into trophy hunting, because I get addicted. Like, I think one of the problems I have is I get addicted to work. Like, it got to 4:00 today and I was like, oh my God, I turned on my laptop at half 8, and I sort of did do lunch, but I was kind of doing lunch while sort of looking at the computer and maybe watching a YouTube video. I was like, I need to leave. I need to stop working. I can't stop sometimes. It's a real problem. So that's why I like going to work, because it sort of breaks the day up. Like, I'm not going to be turning on my laptop at half 8 if I'm going to be on a train, And then there's, the morning time. I'm not going to work through lunch because there's other people there who are going to be like, hey, do you want to grab lunch? And I'm like, yes. And then I get away and I have lunch, and then it's the end of the day, which I do tend to overwork still. But there comes a point where I'm like, no, I need to leave to get, say, a train or go home or whatever. So that's why I prefer the going to the office life, because I feel like my addictive personality to being an overworker or a workaholic, it really comes out when I'm at home. I take work from home very seriously, as in I only work from home when it happens. So yeah. And then my other problem, which has, I think, been a side effect of that, is I've been getting some really bad headaches from being at home. Maybe because I'm not doing anything else and I'm just sitting and staring at the computer, not getting any fresh air, but real bad headaches, like ones that just make me want to just lie down and shut my eyes. Like, that was bad. And one of them was actually induced by Crash 4, I'll have you know. I'll talk about that later. Like, I was in so much pain playing Crash 4. I was like, why? Why is this video game giving me such a bad headache? We'll go into that later. So those are my lowlights of the week. Let's see what everyone else is saying in the chat. Christian is saying weird mood equals normal mood in your case. I suppose. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Thank you, Jimmy. Jimmy is commenting on my PlayStation t-shirt, which is actually a boy's t-shirt. You can probably see that this t-shirt is a bit small if I do this. It's a boy's size 10. Luckily for me, I have the torso of a 10-year-old boy. Yet, I do not have the neck of a 10-year-old boy. This is a little tight, I must say. 10-year-old boys must have less. I got that adult neck. But yeah, it's not bad. I kind of sort of see it as more of like a lounge, stay-at-home sort of work. Maybe I could, if I did exercise, I would exercise in it. But should I do the la 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 la? See, it's not It's not great, but I do like the pattern. It's not bad for being at home. So crash for pain happens to all of us. Don't worry, says Orange Juice Man. Well, thank you. So what else? Let's see. Let's read some of yours. Nofi is saying, I hope I'm saying that right, or maybe it's just Nuffy. Nofi, who knows? Highlight the new PS Plus is available in Australia. Lowlight none. Glad to hear it. And also, are you in Australia? That's so cool. Hello. So cool to have. Whoa, what time is it for you? That must be crazy far. Robert War is saying there were train strikes all over the UK. It was very weird having no trains going past my house. Okay, so it was everywhere. Okay, that's interesting. Let's have a look. Chris J is saying, low like big Swedish holiday tomorrow. While I don't mind spending it alone, it does not having any plans. Oh, I see what you're saying. Highlight had a pizza this week for the first time in months. What? Banana and curry topping. Is that even allowed? Is that even legal in the pizza scene? I've never seen it in all the pizza scenes that I've been in. I circle the pizza scene regularly. That sounds like maybe a possible violation that I might have to escalate to the pizza managers. What are you doing? Banana and that's not. If you had just said banana, I would have gone, are you bananas? If you had said just banana, I would have been like, huh? If you had just said curry, I would have also just been like, huh? But because you said both, I'm like, pfft. I'm like the exploding brain emoji. What? Maybe I should make my own pizza someday and make it banana and curry flavour. I don't understand. Justy is saying, my highlight is that I've stuck to an exercise regime and I feel great doing it. That's great. Well done. Jamie is saying, highlight played Fall Guys for the first time on Xbox Series X this afternoon and got my first crown in only 7 games. Congratulations. Good crowning. Good crowning. Jack Turner is saying that their highlight is also the revamped PS Plus and they are loving it. Sounds good. PS3 Gaming is being too kind and saying his highlight is watching this show with everyone. No, if only I had an audience. Oh, thank you. That's very kind. It's good next to Colorado, is it? I don't know. I feel a little tight. I sort of play clothes to, play clothes, wear clothes just to be comfy. Mr. Void is saying some of the stuff you say, Lucy, just kills me. I don't know. I just let the words flow out of me. It's like a little bit of a word salad. Blah, 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 and things just come out. Frederick says you should be able to report banana on pizza to the police. Should we do it now, everybody? I'm sure they'd find it a great use of their time at 22 minutes past to 8. Like, hello, this is the police department. How may I? No, actually, police people don't say. Police like, hello, this is the Kent Police. How may I help you? Hi, my name's Lucy. You might know me as LudiXP off YouTube. Regularly talk about pizza. I just have a crime I'd like to report, please. Yes, please say your crime. Someone that I know. Not in this country, by the way, so it might be out of your jurisdiction, but I'd like you to pass it on. I'm sure you're friends with every police officer ever in any country. So would you please pass it on? One of the people that I know has reported that they've been eating banana and curry on pizza, and to my knowledge, that's a crime. And I'm not sure if you can just look it up quickly in the crime books, but it's got to be a high offence. So please, can you sort it out? And I'm sure they'll be like, thank you, we'll look into this, goodbye. Chris J is now following up. Chris J is doubling down and saying, if you ever go to Sweden, try one, you'll be surprised. Wow, sir. Nofi is saying nearly 5 a.m. where I am in Australia, and say my new username how you want. Bless you. Fabio is saying, how many PlayStation clothes do you have? Quite a fair bit, more than I'm willing to admit. Some of them may. I've also got this little baby's top that I picked up. I don't think I can wear the baby's top, but maybe I'll try and wear the baby's top as like a lols one time at the end of the show. But I do have quite a collection. Fabio saying, in my mind, fruit doesn't belong on pizza. Yeah, I don't know when pizza became a free-for-all. Like, when do you just start putting any sort of edible thing ever? Like, I'm not going to go out into my garden and start putting grass on a pizza, but hey, seems like pizza country is just a free land. It's like no man's land out there. Do what you please. Dave O'Mac is saying, my highlight is beating the quarry and keeping everyone alive. Nice. Sounds good. That sounds like a good thing. Chris J is now saying, just bring it and call the fuzz. I'll bring the fuzz, the hot fuzz. Boom. Pineapple pizza was amazing. I don't know. I mean, if it's in front of me, I'll eat it. But if not, when did this happen? I'd love to know. Were there any scribes back in the day where like, making a pizza, and they're making the pizza and they're like, hey, can you pass me the cheese? And he's like, yeah, sure, here's the cheese. And they throw the cheese over and he's like putting the cheese on, and then he picks up the wrong thing because he didn't go to Specsavers. Obviously, this must have been how this happened. And there's someone also going, there's someone here with an order, they want pineapple. what do you call a pineapple dessert when you have the meringue? Pineapple meringue. They want a pineapple meringue. And the guy's like, I'm making a pizza. You know, like the guy in the Muppets, I'm making a pizza. Not that this guy does it, but you know I'm talking about the chef guy who's like, ooh. And so the chef guy from the Muppets is making the pizza. And he picks up the ham and he's like, ooh, ham. And he's like, oh, actually, this needs more cheese. And instead, he picks up the pineapple. But because he didn't go Specsavers, he's like, woo, putting the pineapple on. Send it. And then someone ate it and was like, by George, I think he's got it. And then it became like, you know, a thing. Everyone was just like, whoa, what's happening? And then it became a thing. Like, I don't know any other places where fruit and pizzas are ever in the same vicinity together. You don't see any strawberries hanging out with pizzas because that would be too much. So I'm just curious. I want to know. I want to know where this came from. What is the origin story of pineapple on pizza? Well, you know, so someone's got to tell the story. I'm the lawmaker. Lawmaker. That could be my name. Making our way to the ring. The lawmaker, Lucy. Woo! I used to do that for Destiny. When I used to play Destiny, there was no law to any of these bosses that you'd have to fight, so I'd just make up my own thing. Like that guy that was on the moon, I can't remember, that big sort of guy. I used to pretend that he was like adopted or something and he didn't know his parents, so he was like super sad because he'd been locked away and something. So yeah. Oh, Rui is saying episode 100 was so much fun, by the way. I am glad. This has gone wild. Let me bring it back to my highlights of the week. So my highlights of the week was episode 100, as I said. Good time had by all. Thank you very much. It was fun that it all went off well. And my second highlight of the week is that I went to a wedding at the weekend. Not my wedding, but it was a really good wedding, everybody. It was so like well tailored to the two people that were getting married. So congratulations to you guys. It was a fantastic day. They'd put a load of effort into making it really, I don't know, so them. And it was just well paced. There was no downtime, and it was just a fun time. There was a train, so it happened at a disused train yard that had been turned into like a museum place, which was such a cool location for a wedding. And that's why I was a big fan of that. You know, out with the church and in with the whatever you want it to be. And they had posters that they'd made up. They had loads of sweets. The food was really good. And they had loads of activities. They had the photo booth. Big fan of a photo booth. Had me and Imogen thinking about like what we would do if we would get married. And I would definitely go down the custom route. I mean, it was probably like a lot of organizationals, but I think it worked out. And if it's going to be a day that you're going to really remember and everyone's going to enjoy it too, then you might as well. So the chef from the Muppets is Swedish. Also, my friend is a massive Muppets fan. That's why I've got Muppets on the brain. Really, Fabio? Episode 100 was probably the best Locking It Down with Lucy so far. No way, that's so exciting. Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad you know that. I mean, know that? God, that was weird. I'm glad you think that. Thank you. That's very kind of you. So let us flip over now to Clip of the Week, which is courtesy of said wedding. So part of the wedding, as I said, it was at a disused train yard. And they had also put on... I haven't got any photos because the couple asked no photos to be put on social media. So I'd like to sort of, you know... I mean, I could put photos of myself, but I don't want to put photos of them and everything. So I want to respect that wish. But there was a part on the wedding where you got to get on this big old steam train, and the steam train went for a bit of a ride. So that was a bit of a fun time. So let us flip it over to Clip of the Week so you can enjoy the steam train ride. Hello, we're here for Clip of the Week. We're on one of these like very old school trains. How exciting. It's like literally from Harry Potter.
Literally.
Look at that.
I should have bought some sweets and the
Oh my God.
goes in my ear.
Oh, can I do that next now, Imogen? It's literally like this, and then we have our carriage here. And then you can even close the thing, so we can be like lavender brown and go, I love you. And here we are in our carriage.
Yeah, I like it.
That's very exciting. Soon the train will go. Have you seen a boy's toad? It's called... Oh, I've forgotten his name. Neville's toad. I've actually forgotten the words.
Oh, dear.
She leaves, yeah.
You've got something on your nose. Right there.
I don't like her. Really, Cricket, you're Harry Potter. I've heard all about you. Your glasses are broken. Octa Reparo. Anything from the trolleys, dear? Right, now I've got to be Harry. Oh, sorry, I don't have any money. We'll take the lot. because I'm Harry Potter and I'm balling. And he's in now. So cool. We're at Hogwarts. You're a wizard. Alright, on to the celebrations. So there we go. There was a little bit of a clip from the wedding. That was a lot of fun being on the train. Like me and Imogen were like, oh my god, it's definitely Harry Potter. Did nobody else saw you doing this? We were just like, let's just do it. I've lost all my inhibitions now. I'm just kind of like, yeah. I think it's like, this is a weird thing. People have commented a couple of times saying like, hey Lucy, I think it's really cool that you just like turn your camera around and just like start talking to camera, even though you're in the middle of nowhere. And the funny thing is like, yes, it is very daunting, it is very weird, and you just kind of have to get used to it and do it. But after a while, you just kind of like, if anybody questioned me on it, I said, what are you doing? I guess the other thing is like YouTube, people know that YouTube exists. People know that vloggers do vlogs. And so it's not too unusual, but it's got to a stage now where thankfully, thanks to all you guys, I do have like a level of subscribers that I feel I could say to somebody, well, actually, I have a YouTube channel and, you know, it's got like 19k subscribers. And then they would probably be like, oh, okay. And think, you know, a bit more like, oh, okay, you're doing a thing. So now I just sort of go, screw it. I'm just going to record whatever. And if someone's going to question me, then I could be like, boom, got your answers. But yes, we just decided to do it because it was fun and nothing. Wedding wreaths look very sad. Thank you, Sir Steve like a fox. So yeah, you just do it and then you've got it afterwards. It's better to just go for it and then, because if you don't do it properly, then it's like, hi everyone, it shows on camera that you're not really giving it your all. So I don't know, it's quite liberating. I would try it. Like I always think like, I've been watching a lot of vloggers recently and I don't know why, because what is it about watching vlogs that's so interesting? Like why have I got into it? Why is it that every day I need to watch this guy? So I'm watching this guy who's like a real estate agent, but he's like traveled to Japan. So maybe part of the reason I'm watching it, like I would dip in and out. I'm watching it now religiously every day. I've not watched today's video. How am I supposed to know what he's doing in Japan today? But why am I so fascinated with this guy's life? I don't know, but there's some sort of level of respect. Also, I think he edits his videos really well. And to do that every day is also another level of like, wow, you've got to think of something to do. And he will just film. And his like wife is just in the background. She just like ignores the fact that he's even vlogging. What the? It's the funniest thing ever. He's just like, so we're in this restaurant now where the food is really nice. What are you having? Yeah. Let's do it. And he starts like eating the food and ever. I don't know. And then I realized I sort of thought to myself that I actually technically do a little bit of vlogging myself now and again in a weekly sense. Like my clips of the week are technically little baby vlogs. I don't know. It's an interesting concept between why do human beings find watching other human beings doing their, you know, sort of mundane kind of life activities so interesting. I don't know, maybe it's probably because of the people. Like I find the guy quite interesting, I guess. He has like an interesting life, I suppose. So I'm kind of curious to see what's happening. But yeah, that was what I was just thinking about. The Black Phone and Elvis look quite good. What are you talking about? Films? Let me see. You can say Screwball made you do challenges. Exactly. Spidey! You don't miss the photo bomb! Alright, so let's talk about the main topic of the show. That is the PS Plus. The PS Plus has launched. So yes, Jose saying your Instagram stories are like mini micro vlogs. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I can't wrap my head around it, but I'm part of the problem or the solution or, you know, whatever is happening. So I want to talk about PS Plus. That is launched today. I'm curious to see what tiers everybody has. And I'm also curious to see what games people are picking up. Like, because I'm guessing, so from my perspective, I opened up Plus today and I had a look through all the lists of games. And as someone who plays video games quite frequently, it is my main entertainment media of choice. I kind of have a lot of the games that it already has to offer. Like anything that I've not played by this point, I'm probably, you know, left it on the shelf for a reason. So obviously that's not their problem. That's not my problem. That's because I'm a connoisseur, as they would say. I'm like in the gaming sort of ecosystem. I like playing games, so I, you know, spend time playing and buying the games that I want to play. So, but it was interesting to see what was on the service and like what would appeal to other people who, I think this is a great thing for, I suppose, people. By the way, for those of you who don't know, I feel like I'm like now selling it, which I have actually worked on the project. I do work at PlayStation. All the opinions that I'm saying are my own. Disclaimer. Sorry. Just FYI. That's why I have a lot of PlayStation tops. But no, what I was thinking, I'm saying this purely from like me being someone that is interested in the gaming industry. So coming into the service, it looks like it's more for people that, can you imagine getting a PS5 and like having never played anything on PlayStation and you buy Plus and it's like, whoa, you've got all of these games at your fingertips, which is very exciting, I think. But for me personally, the games that I was curious in playing that I had not yet, there's only one game that I really downloaded, and that was Guardians of the Galaxy, the one that came out last year. It was one of those games where I was interested in playing it, but I'm not a massive Marvel person, so I wasn't going to like pull the trigger and buy it. It might have been something I would have hoped that would come on a Plus as like a monthly games at some point, or maybe just get it in a sale because people were recommending it to me, but it would have been one of those ones where I was like, oh, I feel like I'm in the mood for a bit more of a linear or story-driven experience. So I downloaded that. That'll be good. Not sure when I'm going to play it yet, as I still have a couple of things on my list that I would like to play before I get to it. But it's nice to have it there. Maybe if I do need a palette cleanser at some point. I heard it's also a very simple, easy plat, so I'll definitely get to that. And then the only other game that I downloaded that was something that I just thought was fun was the Toy Story 2 game, Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue, from the PS1. Which I thought was, fun to just have a download. I like to play about with it because I used to play that game all the time. I actually beat that game when I was a kid as well. It was tough at certain sections, so I would like to go through it again and see what it was like. Is it even playable? I did, though, double check. I haven't actually opened it up yet, but I was a bit concerned because I've been hearing a lot of people talking about playing Ape Escape and Hot Shots Golf and whatever, Siphon Filter, and they've all got trophies attached to them, which is great. But for me, who just wants to have a little bit of a nostalgia trip without the consequences. It's like having I want to have a one-night stand with this game, but I don't want to be left with the child afterwards, and the child's being trophies. I had to look to be sure there were no trophies, because then it would have been a deal breaker. I would have not booted the game up. I would have had to done the thing and got onto an alt account just so I could just have a little bit of a nosy dive into it. But thankfully, the game came with protection. Where is this analogy going? It's going weird. There are no trophies. No, it does not have trophies, so I can play it guilt-free without having to deal with the aftermath of trophies. So those are the two games that interest me. I'm not sure when I'm going to get around to Toy Story, but maybe it'd just be fun to just dip in and trophy birth control. That's what I need for some of these. Going back to some old games is going back to the X's. So yeah, I'm curious to see like what it would play like. I also just loved the beginning when you're at Andy's house and going around Andy's room and you're in his attic. It gets a little bit, convoluted when you get to fighting Zurg. Oh my god, Al's playroom. Or no, not Al's playroom, Al's toy barn. That's it. I actually now really want to play this game. So I need all the other games basically that I played as a child. So that's the other thing. So let's start with what people have downloaded, because I also want to transition into the classics in terms of what other classics would I want to see, because quite frankly, most of these other classics that are on the service aren't games that really speak to me. So I was just trying to think, like, what would be the ones that would get me. So anyway, I want to see what people are downloading first, and then we can talk about that topic, because I'm very curious. Jazzy is saying, I want to add Simpsons Hit and Run. Now, Simpsons Hit and Run. Oh my god, we're just getting into it, probably. Because I want that game, and I want that game with trophies. Like, that's a game that deserves trophies, and I would be all in for the trophy experience. Sounds a bit like Netflix, but for gamers, which is cool. Chris J saying Luke really loved Guardians of the Galaxy. Yep. Oh, of course, yes. Nofi, I know of that. In other countries, premium is called deluxe. But thank you. Tokyo Jungle looks amazing. I'm not really sure what that is. I've heard of it. I never knew it was even real for a long time. Toy Story was brilliant back in the day. So was that Toy Story racing game. I don't think I played that. My sister had like another sort of Toy Story like base building game that she used to play, and it clearly wasn't Tom Hanks doing Woody. I don't even think it was his brother doing it. This Woody character would now again and go, I need some help out here. And I was like, this is an awful impression. Gift is saying Guardians of the Galaxy was really good. Even got the plat for it. Nice. Yeah, no, I want that plat. Maybe you're saying, what was the first game you ever played on PlayStation? That would be A Bug's Life on PS1. Or, if we're going to be really technical, it might have been Theme Hospital at Bethany's house, because I'm pretty sure she had a PlayStation way before I had one. Yes, Steve Like a Fox saying, easy access to all these games is going to screw up a lot of people's percentages. I know, so that's why I'm trying to be I'm trying to be careful with where I'm going. You know, it's a dangerous world out there. Basically, PS Plus is like the nightclub of PlayStation. You're in, and I've paid my upfront my bucks. It depends how much you're going to pay to get into the nightclub. So in the premium, I suppose, like the VIP lounge, I've like paid to get into it. And then it's like, oh, hey, who am I going to take home tonight? Because I can have anybody I want now because I'm a baller. But you got to be careful. Got to be careful what you're taking home, what they're coming with. All right, and what you might be left with afterwards. So definitely going to be keeping my eye out. I don't want to, I'm looking for games for life. I'm ready to settle down with a good game, and I think for me, settling down is Guardians of the Galaxy, and Toy Story is a cheap thrill. Who's ever said Toy Story is a cheap thrill? It's been said here now. Did you see the movie Lightyear? No, I have not yet. Trophy babies, put them up for adoption. No. At least you can delete that 0% trophy list, because I, by accident, did boot up Guardians of the Galaxy. That's like taking the... that is like contraception the day after or whatever. I was like, oh no, I booted up Guardians of the Galaxy and I'm not going to play it yet. Quick, delete it. Oof, got away with that one. And Nofi is saying my first game on PS1 was WWF Warzone. Oh, nice. Looking at the list now is stressing me out. Too many choices, says Steve like a fox. Jose is saying I downloaded Motorstorm Apocalypse and Little Nightmares. Nice. Both games that I have played. And I'd recommend both of them. Motorstorm Apocalypse is a good time. Sally is saying Wipeout is fantastic in a PSVR. Are there PSVR games in this? Atio. Hopefully I've said that correct. Karanka is saying I got the Wipeout collection. I've not played Wipeout. Dan is saying Popstar Maker. No way is Popstar... No, I think you're talking about me because I wanted to play Popstar Maker. But if Popstar Maker was there, I'd want to play it. But again, I don't want the trophy baggage. I don't need baggage. I don't need baggage. I just want to be free and footloose in the classic zone. Jack Turner saying played a Resident Evil director's cut so far and have Ape Escape installed. Nice. I don't know. It looks a little bit at Resident Evil, and I was like, I'm happy with the HD remake that I played. I don't need to be looking at pixels. Jack and Daxter Trilogy is saying Calbanio the Sith. That is a good one, actually. I was thinking about playing Jack and Daxter the Precursor Legacy Orb or whatever it's called at some point, but I don't know. Robert War is saying the first PS game that they played was Crash Bandicoot. Nice. Thank you about the shirt love. Fabio saying I played a Bug's Life demo on my PS1, but the first PS game I played was Bomberman Party Edition. Yeah, we need some Bomberman up on this. All right, let's jump straight into it. People are downloading some good games here. Good games being downloaded by all. I would like to see what classics, everybody. What classics would you like to see be revitalized and brought onto the system, and would you want trophies for them? I think this is a very vital thing. Clearly, I've discovered that this is a crux in my thinking. I need some games that I just want to play for the I remember this game, good time, and other games I'm like, no, I want to play this game. So I was thinking as I went through the list, I've never played Ape Escape. I've got no nostalgia love for that game. I don't really want to play it, and I don't really care about playing it, but I get it. Some of these games are bound to the fact that if you've played them before, you want to jump back in and play them again. I'm not going to be... Metal Gear Solid actually would be cool. That would be cool to have. And I've just thought about that. That's a game that I've never actually played. I only played the demo. So if I could play that potentially, that would be good. I would take trophies. I think Metal Gear Solid is a different standard. Some of these games are just games. And I say that, a little bit disparagingly or whatever, but some games are just games. Other games are a bit more where games were headed. A proper experience, one that's a bit less arcadey per se. This jumping Jack Flash, who's he? I don't know what he is, but it looks a bit weird. It looks like just jumping around doing whatever. So I was trying to think of what games I had or what games I didn't have, and I came up with a list with the classics that would interest me. If they came to the system, I would download them. First off, I've got to have Crash Bash. Crash Bash, I know the people, it's a little party game or whatever, but I'm big into Crash Bash, and I would say yes to a plat. Yes to plat for Crash Bash. I know it'll be hard, but one of the things that I want to do before I die is get 200% in Crash Bash. I hope I could do it. I don't know if I am going to do it. I'm probably just going to die and fail, and you can just write on my grave, failed. You failed. Like how it actually says when you fail in Crash Bash. But Crash Bash, I'd be all over that. I do still have the PS1 disc, and I do like breaking out a bit of a Crash Bash now and again, but I can imagine the trophy list for that would be proper hard if it's definitely to get 200%. So Crash Bash, my number one. Number two, I actually had to rewatch, as I said, my PS1 gaming collection so I could just remember. I would want both of the first 2 Harry Potter games on the system. Like, I would love, I know we're going to get Hogwarts Legacy and that's going to be fantastic as well. But I also do enjoy a little bit of Harry Potter. I don't know why everyone thinks I'm such a big fan. I never go on about it. It's not like I talk about it a lot. I just casually enjoy it. But I would really like to go back and play those games because those were games that I was super into when I was a kid. Like, running around Hogwarts, collecting the beans, chasing Peeves. I also just want to remember, like, how dense was Hogwarts, because I've just obviously got this nostalgia cloud in my mind. I want to know how deep it was, how close to the story it was. I would be super into those games. I'd love to play those again. Now, question, do I want trophies? Yes, I want trophies with Harry Potter, but not Toy Story. I know, because I actually want to play and beat those games. Hopefully, though, I don't think those trophies would be too difficult. A lot of these PS1 games are probably collectathons, and then the only other game that I thought of that I would actually really like to play is Tomb Raider 2. Now, I had Tomb Raider 2. I didn't have Tomb Raider 1, so but I'm guessing if you had Tomb Raider 2, you'd probably have to have Tomb Raider 1. But I never actually got very far in Tomb Raider 2. We just used to muck about in the mansion all the time with you imagine mucking about with the butler again and like shoving him in the fridge, but doing that in beautifully on your wonderful LED or whatever TV. I don't know if an LED TV is OLED is what I'm trying to say. Doing that, what hijinks, what fun. Now, I think I only got to like the second level. Is the game even good playable? This is the thing, because I kind of want to go back to it because I feel like it's a game that I should have played and should have completed, but I don't know if I can commit to that plat life. But then again, if there was no trophies, am I just wasting my life? Would I even bother? I don't know. I'd say yes. We need trophies in Tomb Raider. We need the Tomb Raider games. Lara, I know that we've had a weird history with each other. You know, sometimes you're with us, sometimes you're against us. You're more like, you know, you turn face and heel more than, I don't know, Bray Wyatt ever did. Sometimes you're with us, sometimes you're with Xbox, but we'd like to bring you back home, Lara. You know, forgiveness is a big thing, and I will forgive you. Like I had to forgive my dad. Whatever, Laura. I'd like to play those original Tomb Raider games. I think that would be good. So let's see. I wanna read what you guys what are you guys saying on the classics? What classics would you want to see? What ones would you want to platinum and have trophy lists for? Dusty B70 saying love Chamber of Secrets game. I know. Even Gilmero saying the Chamber of Secrets was good. It was good. I know. Wow, I've just looked at the time. We've been talking a lot, but I love getting into a deep, good conversation. Caesar G is saying Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker would be amazing. I heard that's Greg Miller's favorite game of all time. Not played it. The only Metal Gear Solid game I've ever played is Ground Zeroes. Rate me or hate me. Also, Time Splitters, Future, Perfect, and Black. Yeah, see, there's so many games that people... Oh, of course, there could be PS2 games as well, I guess, because they've got Primal, which I did have, but I never really played it. I didn't really think about PS2 games that I would want. I wouldn't want any of those Harry Potter PS2 games. Maybe Crash Twinsanity, I'd like a bit of that. Bit of that Crash Bandicoot action. Classic wine. Well, sort of mid-classic, I guess. Croc, and also, yes, trophy support, please. I never played Croc either. Parasite Eve 2, I'm not sure what that is, but I have heard of it. Nofi's also saying Crash Bash was such a fun game. Yes. Crash Test Gaming is saying Bubble, classic game. Isn't that there? Puzzle Bubble? Oh no, it's Puzzle. The reason I can't say Puzzle Bubble is because I had a friend that go, Puzzle Bubble, Puzzle Bubble, 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 Bubble. Have I just glitched? Bubble, 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 Bubble. Don't know what I'm saying anymore. Tomb Raider 3, Crash Bandicoot vs. Raw series. Interesting. A lot of love for the WWE games coming up. What is the best WWE game? Here Comes the Pain, probably, I'd say. That was a classic. Bloody Raw Trilogy. What is that? I never heard of that game. Reptar. Hey, Reptar, would you like to see any of the Rugrats games? Make it. SS Tricky was an amazing game. Love that. Wow, there is so much untampered possibilities. True Ultima God is saying Harry Potter games on PS1 and PS2, the same name, are completely different games. Really? Interesting. We just need all the games, says Jamie. We definitely do need all the games. Yes, David Mack is saying Here Comes the Pain is the GOAT. It is. Like, Shut Your Mouth is good. He's putting in the transmission. But Here Comes the Pain is where it all sort of smoothed out. And that music that they used to play. So those are mine. Whether we'll see them or not, I've got no clue. But it would be nice. I'm guessing, this is only the beginning. There is endless possibility out there. And it would be nice to, be be able to play these games again because, as you saw in my PS1 collection, I never looked after them very well. So it's a shame that they're lost to the annals of time. And I think we should do our best. We should endeavor to try and preserve games as much as possible and not just rewrite them because you know how to make a face better. But yeah, it would be nice to have these games. Like a lot of the games that I did play, unfortunately, were movie tie-ins. So, like for instance, Monsters Inc. Island. That would be a game that I'd want to just play for the lols, but I don't want the trophy baggage. I wouldn't want to play Quack Attack. Maybe Rayman Rush or something to that nature. I don't want the Harry Potter 4 game. That was bad. But okay, that is cool. So it seems interesting. Interesting what people are into in terms of what games. So watching this space, I will let you know. But emulation is a necessary evil. Sadly, that is the case if you want to play your classic games the way they were born and bred. But you know what can you do? Maybe I would be interested in playing The Getaway. Actually, Dave O'Mac is talking about Driver 1 and 2, and that made me think about The Getaway. And I only remember playing the demo of that. I had a demo disc of it, and it seemed quite cool, like being in London and, you know, fast driving. I'm not really sure if it's actually a good game or whatever, but I know people used to talk about it a lot. Gabby is saying, oh, one perk of having COVID is I finally get to watch the live show. Oh, Gabby, I hope you get better soon and feel all right, but it's nice to have you here on the show. Frazier is saying, no Sly, no buy. I never played Sly Cooper either, so that was one of the games that I missed in that time. Rich Gamer is saying, I loved The Getaway. See, there's so much untapped potential. Yes, The Getaway. I want to play that. See, maybe I need to look into this. I need to look at, because I was a dumb young kid. I didn't know what I wanted. I just wanted Disney, clearly. There must be so many good games of that vein that, you know, proper, now I know that I like games, Lucy. Not saying I didn't like games as a kid, but, you know, I've grown into it. This is like, you know, I'm going to be playing games forever, I hope. But games that I would play now that I didn't play as a kid, I'd be very interested in going back and like seeing the origins of some of those. The Getaway was actually really underrated. Same for Black Monday. Getaway was overrated, by the way, says Shangus. Ooh, got a lot of conflicting thoughts on The Getaway. Interesting. Okay, I might have to look into this. Games on PS1 that I would want to play now but missed out on at the time. So those are my top classics games. But now we are Kingdom Hearts. I never played Kingdom Hearts either, actually. I only played a little bit at Bethany's house. But let's move on to what I'm playing right now. That's all of the future, everybody. That could be what we could play. It's the future past. It's what I was playing in the past. What I could be playing in the future. But what am I playing right now? Well, last week on episode 100, previously on Knocking It Down with Lucy, I played Crash Bandicoot 4. As I said I would one day, I'd play it drunk as a live stream. And you know what? I made some pretty dang good progress despite being one bottle of wine down. I managed to beat Cortex and get that trophy. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to try and look into playing a bit more of it and seeing how it goes. So, what was my thoughts on playing some more Crash Bandicoot? Well, you know what? I've got a clip that you can find out for yourself and, you know, make a decision. Here's a few short clips of me playing Crash Bandicoot 4 for the 2 hours that I did on Monday before I had to retire due to a terribly debilitating headache and eye twitch that this game gave me. Enjoy.
Why is the light going out? It's all shiitake mushrooms. Oh, fuck that. This is the most inaccessible bullshit I've ever had to play. Why? Like aneurysm fucking city over here. Oh, you can fuck right off. No, I want to get all the boxes. I don't know if I can. So fucking bad. Oh, come on. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, right, Jesus. Well, I fucked up again. I mean, I wouldn't be fucking surprised, man. I've already missed like 10 million fucking boxes, so why not? Ugh. I swear to... No, you bastard! I fucking know what I'm doing over here, and you're just fucking... Ugh. Just fucking again. I started to fucking twitch. I'm so angry. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. I don't even want to fucking... Ugh, you... I don't care, I've missed a load of boxes anyway. Oh, I was right at the end of the level as well. You know, you can have your 20 whatever boxes. That level sucked.
So as you can tell, everybody, my opinion of Crash Bandicoot 4 did not improve my aspect of Crash Bandicoot. Like, I'm actually, as much as it's funny, so for those of you who don't know, what I normally do is I never actually unmute my mic. I have my mic running all the time, and a lot, so I can get clips like that. And a lot of the time, why is my encoding overloaded? So my frames are dropping. I'm not really sure why that happens. Anyway. So I leave the thing running all the time, and then sometimes I think to myself, like, oh my God, that was really annoying. Let's just press the share button and then just see what happened for the last 20 minutes or so. And I listen back to it. So it's like, it's not like I planned it. I just kind of press it and then see what happens, what I said. And I'm like, that's actually really bad. Like, listening back, I was like, wow, I didn't realize I get so angry. I just swear so much when I'm by myself. Like, when I've got no one around, I'm just effing and jeffing all over the place. But this is what I'm saying, everybody. It was just so annoying. Like, can you not agree with me? Like, what did you just witness? So at the end of it, I had a freaking just terrible headache, because this game, everybody, it's just bad for platforming. Like, firstly, before I get into the rant, because here we are, you know, LudiXP is in the house. You wanted LudiXP? You've got LudiXP, all right? She is here, and it's Crash Bandicoot 4 that ignites her, you know? Oh, nothing lights my matches quicker than playing this game. Anyway, I think the game has some really nice ideas. It's really cool that they wanted to take the spirit of Crash Bandicoot and put it into this new form. The dinosaur level I was really into, by the way. You know, I jumped into the dinosaur level and I was like, this is so cool. I'm really into dinosaurs at the moment because I just saw Jurassic Park. Yay, there's dinosaurs and there's an Allosaurus or whatever they're called chasing me. I know what this dinosaur is. Like, there's stuff that's cool about it. But the actual execution of the platforming, I'm sorry, it's bad. Now, I feel like I can say this because I've been platforming. I've been playing video games all my life. And there's other games that I can play that I don't have this problem with, but this game has fundamental problems, and I feel justified to say this because I've been playing Crash Bandicoot for years. Multiple times I've played this game, multiple times I have beaten them, and now you're giving me this garbage and saying, beat this. You know what? The platforming isn't tight. We need tight platform. So many times I'm jumping and I do not trust why I'm jumping. Platforming is all about trust, okay? These bones were born, bred, raised. You may have just been adopted to platformers. I was born in the platformers. I was born there, kind of. But I know what's going on. And when you jump, you need to feel it. You need to know that you're going to jump and the ground will be beneath you. As you saw in that clip, Coco, she jumped and she just overjumped it, and it's like, why? That's why I put the little circle on, the circle of shame, because there's no other way. In the original Crash games, you had a dot, you had your shadow, and that's what you used to be able to see where you were going to jump, so you knew where you were going to land the jump. So I just don't understand. So many times I found it very difficult to see in the game. It was really tough to actually know what was coming up and how to, because a lot of the platforming stuff is like you need to have anticipation. What's going to happen? Where is the jump? You know, timings and all that stuff. I think I need the camera to be a little bit higher up or something, because these jumps are coming up and I just don't feel like I get a sense of the space very well. Like I'm doing those rail jumps as well, and I'm jumping to jump over the rocks and I'm smacking into them. I'm like, I don't think I'm senile yet. All right, I hope not, because I play other games and I'm not left in like a wreck on my sofa afterwards because I can't ascertain what the game wants from me, like, or how to play it. And I feel like it's deliberately difficult. Exactly, Robert War is saying Toys for Bob made it. Now, I don't know who Bob's father was. Poor kid probably had Jigsaw for a dad if he was making him play this kind of stuff, because this is just torture. Like, that first bit that I showed you, the inverted levels, is someone being like, oh, do you know what? Crash Bandicoot is hard. People like Crash Bandicoot to be hard. Do you know what would be hard? Making the game unable to see. Who thought that was a good idea? Like, when I jumped into it, I was like, you're kidding me, right? Like, I have to play the game in this saturated... How am I supposed to platform when you cannot see the platforms properly? Like, that's not fun. That's just like, we're making this really hard for the sake of making it hard. Like, I don't know where in translation hard has been lost somewhere, but hard games have, like, I don't know, a risk reward kind of like skill thing. It's skill based. I don't feel like there's skill. And I do feel the same about Horizon Forbidden West. Like, when I dodge in Horizon Forbidden West, I don't trust that I'm not going to get whacked, because I always get whacked. I'm always like, shoot the arrow, dodge, shoot the arrow, oh, I'm on the floor again. Oh, well, I did dodge, but what was it worth? Absolutely nothing. So yeah, I hate to say it, but I just can't with this game. Like, it's difficult for me in my brain. I don't, like, things are not connecting, you know? It's just not, I don't know why. I just find it really, really hard to play for reasons that's not even hard. It's just not tight, I think is what I'm looking for. Needs to be tight. So that's my problem. And yeah, my head was hurting so bad, my eye was twitching. Sometimes I was like, I had to really get up on the screen and be like, where is the distance? Where is the gap? So I do want to at least, so are you going to continue playing it, says Jose? I want to at least complete it, all right? I want to get to the end. So I actually did go back and I tried to get some of those gems from so I've got all of the gems in the first level, because I wanted to do that, because something within me wants me to at least complete something. So I got all the gems from the first level. I want to at least get to the end of the game and see it through. And I think I'm done. I don't think I want to play it anymore after that. It's not enjoyable. I do want to see it through. There's also another thing. Who wanted to play as other characters? I think this is, so that Cortex clip, I put that in there because I don't find playing as other characters fun. I just wanted to play as Crash and Coco, and all these other characters are coming in with their guns and their other stupid stuff. I think that's where I rage quitted last time when I played it on stream. I got to this dingo dial level and I was like, I don't want this. Who asked for that? Who was like, you know what I'd really like to do? One day when I grow up and I become old and I have a job and life really sucks, I'd really love to play as Dingo Doll with a flamethrower. No! Also, when did Crash Bandicoot become so dumb funny? Like, it's not even funny. Like, the cutscenes, I'm like, what happened? It's like having a child. He's like a son to me, Crash, or maybe more of like, I'm just disappointed, you know? He went out, and what did he do in the world? I don't know, it's just like, oh yeah, Crash Bandicoot. My other son, I don't know why all of a sudden these childhood characters that I grew up with have become my children, but Sonic out there. Well, Sonic's an interesting son, because I feel like Sonic is maybe a twin. There are two sides to Sonic. Sonic can be good, but Sonic has also been a wayward child. I think Sonic sometimes goes through like a reckless teen phase. You know, Sonic's like, shut up, Mom, I'm gonna do what I wanna do. I wanna be an open world game now. You can't stop me. And I'm like, but Sonic, you know what, you're really good at 2D side-scroller platforms. You're not the boss of me. I'm cool and edgy now because I'm 14. Like, you know, although technically now Sonic is 31, we're the same age, you know? I don't know, it's interesting. Please start an angry reviews channel. No, well, I don't like to be angry all the time. I feel like it's interesting. Everyone's like, Lucy, oh, you're always so happy. And I'm like, am I? I feel like a lot of the time I rant. Anyway, that's the end. If you live long enough, these franchises become bad. Wow, you live long enough to see the games you love become the villains of your life. Deep. Anyway, That's my thoughts on Crash. Barry is saying Crash 4, I broke my controller and did not realize how angry and frustrated I was until I felt something snap. Yeah, you know, it's tough. Making video games is tough. Making video games that everyone has high expectations and a lot of love for is tough. What I really wanted out of Crash, I don't understand why they couldn't do this. Like, Crash Bandicoot, the trilogy, made, actually, that was Vicarious Visions, wasn't it? That made the remasters or the reboots. But they did the Future Tense level, and that Future Tense level was so good. That was on point. Crash Bandicoot. I wanted more of that, but instead I got more of the sort of, do you know what they did? They did like a meshing of Crash Bandicoot original and Crash Bandicoot Mind of a Mutant Crash of the Titans, what it became. It's like taking the extreme ends of both Crash Bandicoot and mixing it into one, and like a magic trick, it was weird. I'm not sure. I don't know. So that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm close to the end. I think I've just got to beat Entropy, Entropy was one of my favorite bosses back then, was it? Right, now you're on my time, you little skunk. Oh, so good, so good. But unfortunately, yes, I'm gonna have to finish the game and then maybe see if I can get any trophies that are low hanging fruit and then just walk away. It's okay to walk away. So that's my thoughts on Crash Bandicoot 4. I'm interested to see other people also saying Crash Bandicoot. I feel like there's some people that really liked it and then some people that also agree. Like, I don't know why Crash became a game that's just torture in terms of like difficulty. Like, everybody's after things to be hard. But, you know, there's a real science behind a hard game that's good. And you got to find it. With you on the hard game. Games are for fun, so hard needs to be a fun challenge, not to frustrate. Yeah, it needs to be fun with the, you know, feeling like you can do it. Yeah, I'm with you. I don't want to play as the villains. No, Fia's saying. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, I'll see. I'll keep that mic on. Well, if I have any more gems like that, I will record the next hour. I've been doing it, by the way, periodically with Horizon. You wait till I finish Horizon. Oof, I've got hours of footage that I would just, like, I'm playing Horizon and I'm pressing the share button, like, and recording the last hour pretty much every time I play. I've got a great trophy that I earned in Horizon that I can't wait to share with you guys. It's literally just effing and jeffing and the trophy pops and I'm like, oh boy, that's there forever now. So that'll be fun. Kid Vermin is saying, I enjoyed Crash 4 casually. Would never go for the platinum though. Way too much BS. Yes, exactly. Ex-gamer Marcy is saying, my wife wanted this game for so long and rage quit within 20 minutes and never touched it again. So I'm glad it's not just me. I'm not just, you know, angry girl that liked Crash, yells at Sky. Who shot me 25 Gamer? I do the original Crash, but can't do the remake at all. Yeah, exactly. Abby is very quiet saying you should try voice acting, Lucy. Would adore your voice in the game. Maybe someday. That would be quite cool. But anyway, I want to talk about my son, my other son, the one that's doing me proud. My boy Sonic, he's got out and got a PhD. He's now like a doctor in platforming. Thank you. Yes, LudiXP, the Horizon Rage sessions warning explicit content. It will be. There's one trophy where I'm just like, fuck this, and it pops. So, as always, I would like to say, come with me now for a journey through time and space to the world of the internet. The internet, come with me to the internet. Once again, I forgot to prep the internet, but we are on our way. It's dial-up internet today. Bam, bam. Here we are. We made it to the internet, everybody. Oh, I've got to be over here. Bam, 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 bam. Everybody on the internet till you're nodding. So, Crash, Sonic, whoa, Sonic Origins, we are here. Game came out today. I have not got this yet, but I am thinking about it because I'm trying really difficultly, that's a sentence, trying really hard to complete games and not buy new games. So I wanted to go for this trophy list because thank God, everybody, justice for my little blue hedgehog has been served. We have a platinum trophy, and you bet your ass I'm gonna get this platinum trophy. I don't care what I have to do for it. I will roll about in maybe not mud, could be worse, to get this trophy. So I wanna quickly dip into whether I think this is a good trophy list or not. We have 36 trophies, 20 bronze, 10 silver, 5 gold, and 1 platinum. Looks like one person has achieved the platinum already. Who is this? Who is this person? I must know. Who are you? Soul that has... Oops, that's not what I wanted. Who has the platinum trophy? Oh, quite a few people. Do they? Complete all trophies. Genesis. Well, someone with the Knuckles avatar has it. Quite a few people have it. Cool. Nice. Good to see. Good to see people are planning this game. Now, I don't think there's any... this is a 31-year-old game, everybody, so I don't think there'll be any spoilers here. Very excited to play Sonic the Hedgehog 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles. I've never played Sonic CD before, so I'm interested. Isn't that what it goes? Future, past. So I'll be curious. Shame, obviously, that the music for Sonic 3 is going to be weird because Michael Jackson apparently created the music for Sonic 3. And there was always been some sort of controversy around that partnership. So he's like a silent partner or something. So the fact that they take the music out and put other music in so that we won't get Ice Cap. Dun, dun, dun. That is great. That is some great music. So I don't know what some of these moto bugs are, but so far all of this just looks like, playing the game, getting through it, doing some things, all pretty straightforward stuff. Sonic does have in previous games, because I've played a lot of Sonic games. I've played a few Sonic games in my time, and they do like to throw in a few hard trophies now and again. So collect a total of 1,000 rings. Easy, I'm sure we can do that. So these all seem very run-of-the-mill. Defeat 50 enemies, I'm sure that'll be fine. I don't know what this collection in the museum is. Clear the first mission. Glide as Knuckles, fly as Tails, all this. Try the boss rush from any titles. Come on! Boom. But that's just try, though, not beat. But boss rush sounds interesting. Now here we're getting in some meat. Clear 10 Sonic the Hedgehog missions with an S rank. I don't know what these missions are, but I'm guessing it's tied to Sonic CD. No, they're tied to Sonic, the actual Sonic. What are these? Interesting. Okay, I'm curious to see. I like stuff like that. These feel like skill-based things that I want to skill myself on. Oh, not mirror mode. Play mirror. Okay, just play. I can't with Mirror World, all right? I've got problems. And Mirror World exasperates them. Collect 6 movies. I can do that. Unlock 10 sound collections. See, I like this. Unlock the things. Defeat a total of 200 enemies. Turn into Super Sonic. Badass. What are we getting for our goals now? Clear Sonic the Hedgehog in either anniversary mode or classic mode. Clear Sonic CD in either. So it's basically play all the games, clear for all 4 titles. Now, do I want to play the game in classic mode or do I want to play the game in anniversary mode? I might dabble. I might try and see what is the best way. I might check it out. But overall, I feel like this looks very manageable and doable. I'm not sure what these S ranks are or what these missions are going to be. So that could be... Hang on. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Rarity. Really? Defeat. So the hardest thing, get the jackpot. Oh, I loved playing Casino Night Zone. When the saints go marching in. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so that's kind of luck-based. Lucky Hedgehog. I can see what that'd be. Okay, so it doesn't even look that difficult. We've not got a big user base to check from to really see what's going on here. But it looks like those clearing the levels in S rank, it's not the hardest ones that people are doing. Win a race against Metal Sonic and Sonic CD. Ooh, I can't wait. I can't wait to play this. I need to finish Horizon Forbidden West first. But this is going to be... I'm all over this, and I hope it's a platinum that I can add to my collection. It'll be interesting to see how this progresses and whether or not the platinum becomes easier when more people get the game. Do people even want to play Sonic Origins? I don't know. Are people all about that frontier? Let's see. What are people saying? Unnamed rival ? What's unnamed rival got to do with anything? 5 goals sounds very good to see. But it says 1 achievers though. I don't know. Ross Turner says hi, Lucy. Hello. Barry is saying, oh god, I remember playing Sonic 2 on the Mega Drive and thinking the Metal Sonic was the last boss. Had the tears I had that day, I'll never forget. So what a good memory. Do you always look at the trophy list before playing a game, says Jose? Sometimes. I won't look at... If it's a very story-driven game, I try and avoid looking at any hidden trophies. This game, because I know what the game is, I'm all about it. This seems more like a skill-based game. It's not like Sonic's going to suddenly be like, oh my god, there's a crossroads, and you have to decide between whether you're going to save Knuckles and Tails, and then everything will be just like, none of that's going to happen. We're just playing Sonic. I'm so into it. I can't wait. I can't wait to earn these trophies and get into it. My big playing... Because the thing is, I'm sure that anniversary mode is way easier than classic mode. So what I might do, I'd have to look up let's look it up. We're in the name of science. Sonic Origins I'm pretty sure I've looked this up before. Anniversary mode versus classic mode. Just want to be cognizant of the time. Can we not get any, like, you know? Yeah, I want the official brand new anniversary mode. Run through at sonic speed on a without having to see the time over, continue, or game over screens. You can use coins to retry the special savings. See, this is I say this is easier, but I think this is definitely more accessible because that is hard. You know, playing games in one sitting it's hard. Play the game on the original 4x3 screen with the original rules. Once you run out of lives, the game will be over. See, I want to do that, but I also want to continuously battle all the bosses that appear in the series. I do really want to try that. I do not want to try that. Okay, I think. Okay, here's the dealio. I'm going to play them all in anniversary mode because it's about having a fun time, all right? I'm a fun guy when I have fun. But Sonic 1 is my favorite. I know that it's not the most, like, the best game. You don't have the spin dash. But I want to know if the old kid still got it. Has the old dog still got the old tricks? Can I beat Sonic 1 in classic mode? I really want to try it because that'll be a pain in the ass. Like, trying to do all of these properly and without being able to save. So this is the thing. If I could play classic mode and save, that would be great because then I think I could 100% beat classic mode if I could just save, because I'm not going to sit here for however long it takes to beat Sonic. I got washing up to do. But if I can save, then maybe I could do it. I don't know. Girls just want to have fun. Oh, the memories take my money. Yes. Sonic Origins is a must-play for me, says Nofi. 100%, yes. Will you stream this? I might try and stream. So I'd like to stream Horizon Forbidden West one more time because I want to stream getting the platinum because I'm very close to it. When I will stream that, I don't know because I have to work out my schedule. I've got quite a few things on, but I would like to stream this as well. Maybe I would stream the classic mode, trying to do Sonic all in one. But this will be a good time. I'm into this. So for me, big thumbs up for the trophy list. Big into it. Hopefully, I can add this to my collection because Sonic. I want to throw some love at the OG Sonic, and this is my way that I can show that love. One life permadeath stream. Ooh, yeah, like the old days. One game takes about 40 minutes if you don't lose any lives. I'm not sure if I'm going to be that good, though, true Ultima Gamer. I want to try it, though. I do really want to test myself. I feel like, getting soft in my old age. Need to, flex the muscles again. There we go. Right. Let us now go back. Let's go back. Good Sonic chat. I always enjoy Sonic chat. So there we are. We're at the end of the show now. And at the beginning, I said, make sure you line up your Room 101 gaming. What is Room 101? Like, I know it's like this torture place. And so we're going to make our own torture game. The Room 101 torture game. So these are the things that we want to banish from video games. We're banishing them and putting them in our torture game here. Now, I've got a couple, and I also want some people from the chat to throw out. So I want to pit them against. I don't want to just chuck things into the Room 101. I want us to have to, talk it out. So I will start with, Room 101 is a place where you send things that you don't like. Okay, there we go. So let me start, because I want people to put theirs in, but I want reasoning behind why you're putting them in there. Don't just throw the things out. I want a solid argument. So I'm going to pick two of mine, and we're going to talk it out in the chat what one. So I am going to pick as my two that I'm going to pit off against each other, and only one can be in it. So number one of the things that I'd like to banish is forced slow walking segments. I can't stand when games force you to walk slowly. I get it. Sometimes it's for narrative purposes, but it drives me nuts, especially when you're replaying games, and it just feels like you're pushing against something that's not going, You're like trying to, like when you're Nate and he's in like the sand, and I get it. You're weak and you're injured, and it would be silly if you were running about, but it's just annoying. I hate it. So that's number one. Banish forced slow. Maybe on a replay, you could do some kind of thing where you turn off slow walking. I'd be so into that, because it's like on the first playthrough, I get it. You want to set the tone, the tension, like that, but I don't want it. So that's my number one, slow forced walking. Number two is drug sequences, like as in drug infused sequences where your character has been drugged and now all the screen is like, woo, oh, you're on drugs. Everything is trippy. Isn't this great? No, it's not, because now I can't see. I obviously have problems with being able to see. So I feel like when there's a drug sequence, I'm about to talk about Uncharted 3 again, but when Nate is fighting the djinn and everything's all a little bit trippy and whoopy, it's really difficult. Like, you're making the game so hard, and I don't like it. I also used to hate the Fallout, no, not Fallout, the Far Cry 3 or Far Cry 4. Both of them had drug-induced missions, and it's just an excuse to throw effects on the screen. It just makes it so difficult to play. And because you're in this weird environment that doesn't exist because it's all in your mind, everything's like cloudy, and I hate it. So those are my two. Forced, slow, walking. I'm not going to write them. Versus, we'll write the winning one in. Versus drug sequences. Let me see. What are people saying? I guess I have to wait for you guys to catch up, because all I'm seeing is people writing theirs, and then I'm going to take some and pit them against each other when we get to it. Yes, says Jose, I hate hallucination sequences. Yes, hallucination sequences are annoying. Oh, an inverted control section. Yeah, you should be able to switch that off. Are we just going to throw everything into Vault Room 101? Anybody got a preference for slow walking versus Eliza is saying slow forced walking as well. So we've got one for slow forced. Do you know what we should do? We should be using the poll. The poll. When are we going to use the poll? So let's close the poll for PlayStation Plus. Thank you all for voting. It seems like 50% of the people are on Essential, 38% are on Premium, and 12% are on Extra. Thank you very much for that social experiment. I very much enjoyed seeing what that was like. Right, let's see. I want to see I want to see stats. I want to see numbers. Okay, choose slow walking drug sequences. I don't know if I spelled these right. Right, please vote. I see a couple of people saying unskippable cutscenes, and I've also put that in mine as well. So please vote on. I'm going to give you this is quick polls, everyone, quick polls. And I'm going to close the poll in 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know if that was a bit extreme. Okay, so let's say do end poll. Slow walking wins. Well done. Oh my god, the order had so much slow walking and unskippable cutscenes. So first thing in room 101 is forced slow walking. That's what this game is going to be. The slowest walking simulator in the world. Boom. Number one. Right, I'm going to start picking some of the ones that you guys are putting out here. Unskippable cutscenes. This is also one that I put, which I think I get it. Again, I would want to make something like, maybe if you're playing the game a second time, then you can skip the cutscenes. Because I remember when I was redoing Spider-Man, Miles Morales, like the second time, you just couldn't skip some of those cutscenes, and it was so annoying. So yes, unskippable cutscenes I would like to throw in room 101. Let me pick another one that people are talking about. Unskippable cutscenes versus... Let's see. Have I got... There were some good ones up here. I saw someone did a... Yeah. Gabby is also saying not able to skip cutscenes. If you were playing a game on hard mode, it makes me go, oh, because you... when you finally play, I'm unfocused. Exactly. Let's see. Anything else? Dusty B is saying taking control away, showing impending doom, and then taking ages to return. Yeah, see, I hate that as well. I think someone else said something as well similar. Like, yeah, when you stealth and lose all your items, says Gloria X. Yeah, that's a flipping annoying one as well. So I'm like, oh, you've lost everything. Quick time events, taking control away. Okay, let's do choose wise. We're going to do taking control away / losing items versus, what was the other one? Oh yeah, unskippable cutscenes. All right, vote now. Do you want what deserves the next place in our really slow walking simulator? It's going to be so slow. You're going to be walking backwards. It's so slow, and it's the whole game. You're going to be forced. But what next? Will you be forced to watch every single painstaking cutscene? Or will you have to lose all your items periodically and What was the other one? What was it? It was lose all your items and have control taken away from you at every opportunity. It's like, you want to do this? Oh, it's a forced cutscene that you can't skip. Oh, you might have lost all your items. Okay, the voting ends in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the winner was unskippable cutscenes. So second, lots of unskippable cutscenes going in the vault. Cutscenes. Nice. It's going to be the best worst game ever. Beyond Two Souls, I'm looking at you. Oh my god, yeah, that was so long. How about when you and a bunch of NPCs are fighting an enemy, but only the enemy attacks you? That happened to me today in Horizon. Oh my god. I'm sorry to have to talk about Horizon, but it was so annoying. She was like, hey, she never says hey. Looks like there's a machine locked up. Maybe I should shoot it open so it attacks. So I'm like, that's a great idea, Aloy. They did that in Far Cry. Maybe I should do that. So I shoot the cage open. A Ravager comes out. Guess who the Ravager goes for? Me, even though I'm in the bushes. I was like, come on. It didn't fight anything else for ages. I do hate that. Okay, let's see what people are saying. People are doing some trophy ones. So maybe I should do some trophy-related ones because we all here love trophies. I did have a trophy-related one in my list as well, actually. Let me look at my list again. I hate missable trophies that are tied to story. Like, I don't think that should be a thing that people can do or should do. Like, you shouldn't be having missable trophies that are tied to the story, which means you have to do the whole thing again. So that's my number one. That's going to be my trophy one. Are we gonna, let me see, another, so yeah, again, Jamie is saying missable trophies. So let's do missable trophies versus, is there another trophy one that we can do? Terrence is saying DLC story. EA, Lousy is saying EA games play to win trophies. Yeah, those are annoying. Any more microtransactions to Steve like a fox that sure you pay to win the content? Yeah, those are also annoying. Multiplayer trophies. Oh, okay. This is the fight. This is fight. All right, we're doing it. We're doing trophy related room 101 now. Okay, online trophies versus missable trophies. One must remain. The other will be free. Cast your vote. See you later, Fabio. Thanks for hanging out. Cast your vote. What are you gonna pick? Thought I heard a Microsoft Teams call going then. I was like, my God, why am I getting Teams called at 9:30? Speedruns do suck, but they are doable. I think these two are bigger crimes to trophies. I would this is the thing. Adam McDermott, by the way, he thinks that I hate speedruns. I'm not against a speedrun. I think they have a very valid place in gaming, but you need to pick a game where speedruns. Can you imagine if Naughty Dog put a speedrun trophy in The Last of Us? You'd all be livid. You don't speedrun The Last of Us. That is not what speedrunning is for. You speedrun Sonic. That makes sense. You speedrun Crash Bandicoot. Makes sense. You don't speedrun story, narrative-driven games because it defeats the purpose. Right. I'm closing the poll. 3, 2, 1. Wow. I am shook that multiplayer trophies were a landslide. Woof, okay. Number 3. So this is going to be a really slow forced walking multiplayer with a multiplayer element that has trophies that you need for the platinum. Oh, what game. We should pitch what game this is afterwards. You and Adam need to live stream Uncharted 4. It was Uncharted 1. Yeah, we were voting which one you wanted to put in the room. Let's do two more quickly. Anything else that I can see? QTEs. I'm actually interested about QuickTime events because I don't hate them, but I've seen a lot of hate and a lot of love for QuickTime events. So let's do QuickTime events versus something else. What could we verse? Yeah, I'm interested to see what's on the same level as QuickTime events. What have I also got in my list? I had non-skippable trophies. I had some more trophy collectibles. No one's actually said collectibles. So I also had on my list collectibles. I also had damage on screen, making it harder to see. Wait, what? Yeah. Caesar G is saying, I hate when horror games trap you in a room full of enemies to make you use your consumables. Like, yeah, exactly. Button mashing. Interesting. QuickTime events versus button mashing. I like that matchup. That's a good matchup because button mashing is kind of annoying. Okay. Let's do that. I'm curious what people I mean, it's button mashing, not being able to pause in cutscenes. Oh my god, that is a crime. HP can't much 200. That is 100% a crime against gaming. While wifey sleeps, there's no chapter select. Button. Okay, we're doing it. Choose wisely. QTEs versus. I don't know. I don't really want to do dumb AI, but I've seen a couple of people. Let's do button mash. So I do think that button mashing doesn't really have a place in modern gaming anymore. Like, I get it, but I'm like, come on, these controllers are expensive. I don't really want to be bashing my big old fingers on them, you know, to just destroy them. They're delicate pieces of equipment that are very expensive. So here we go. QTEs voting button mashing. I don't know. What is the worst. I don't mind Q. I'd actually, if I was voting, I would vote for button. I would vote to put QTEs. Yeah. By the way, you're voting what one's going into the room, not what one's your favourite. What one do you hate? I'd probably banish button mashing because QTEs, they are annoying, but at the same time, I think they can serve a purpose. Like, I do hate when they just do them to try and wake you up. Like, the Order would do it all the time. It's like, here's a 10-minute cutscene, but don't fall asleep because a QTA might come and just kill your character. Escort missions. Oh, I like that. Okay, let's do some mission-based ones next. And then that's it. Then we're done. We're going to try and work out what this game is. So the poll is closing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, like riding the horses, no fees. Button mashing. Okay, my wife said in her little QTE. So we're banishing button mashing, everybody. Button mashing is also going into... Okay, and finally, for the final one, I want some mission based. So I like escort mission. Escort mission is a great crime as well. Sometimes it's got to be done well. So what are we doing? Escort mission versus forced stealth. I hate forced stealth. That's my one, especially when a game that's not a stealth game, but it's like, hey, we need a stealth level. Or water missions. Oh, this could be a triple threat. Okay, here we go. Escort mission versus water mission versus forced stealth. I'm doing it, everybody. Okay. Okay. Choose to banish water mission forced stealth. Because stealth has its place, but I think some games like The Order was. I'm just thinking about The Order all the time now. Had this forced stealth section that was like, this is rubbish. Escort mission. There's a great escort mission in the Spartan game that I placed where you have to help Archimedes get to go around the town and talk to people. And if you leave Archimedes behind, all these Romans jump out and kill him. It's like, oh, Spartan, the Romans, and they all get him, and you gotta be careful. Okay, so here we go. This is a big wave defense missions, definitely. Oh, interesting. God, people. I don't know. Wave defense, yeah, that is kind of annoying, but maybe I should have. Oh, God, everyone's saying wave defense now. Too late. I have spoken. The poll is in session. Poll is in session. What is next going into this horrific game that we are going to create? This will be when I earn enough money from YouTube, which is 0 at the moment. I will make this game for you all to endure. But the way I'll make sure that people play it is I'll make it an easy platinum. You'll hate it, but you'll get it for the plat 100%, because there'll be no multiplayer trophies, so you'll definitely be able to get the platinum. Okay. Exactly, it's really shining a light. Right, I'm going to close this poll. It's a tight mission in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that got a bit close towards the end, but the winner that we're banishing is escort missions. 5, escort. Oh my God, this is a hellish game. So there we go, everyone. That is, the council has decided. Yes, no more jury. It's done. What do you say? Court is adjourned. Well, thank you, everybody. This is our Room 101 that we have created together. So our game, that is going to be the worst torture game. If you're a criminal and you do something wrong, that's your punishment. You're going to be forced to play this game over and over again. You know how like sometimes they use in torture, they make you listen to a song for like 24 hours, but one song. This is the gaming equivalent of that. The torture game with slow forced walking, unskippable cutscenes, multiplayer trophy. Oh no, you won't be able to get the platinum because it does have multiplayer trophies. Escort button mashing, and it'll be an escort mission. Now, what is this? What is this game going to be? Let's draw the box art, everybody. So it's going to be a walking simulator. I've decided it's a walking simulator, but it's a narrative-driven story game, okay? Coming to PS5, has platinum trophy support. And it's also an escort mission. So what have we not seen? I think it's going to be a game about a boy, okay? And this time you're the boy and you have to escort your grandfather, okay? Now he walks incredibly slowly, and that is why you need to be with him in all of these things. Now, because it's a story about bonding between grandfather and grandson, there's going to be ridiculously long cutscenes where you're like, grandfather? Basically, you're going to the shops. You're going to the shopping centre together, and grandpa has a list of things that he needs help. And you, as the tech-savvy young boy, are going to take him on this epic adventure. So you start at grandpa's house, and grandpa's like, oh, but I need my exercise, so I have to walk. So it's the adventure. You're only going to the high street. But because he walks so incredibly slowly, it's going to take a long time. That's at least 5 levels of just getting to the shops. Once you get to the shops, oh, God. So, but then there's going to be a multiplayer level where you've got to protect your grandpa against other people. So this is like a battle royale where you meet other people in your multiplayer world. So it's all you're the kid, but you've got to protect grandpa. And it's like, I don't know, a discount. It's like Black Friday. It's the Black Friday multiplayer. Grandpa wants to go to the shops on Black Friday. Like, Grandpa, it's not a good idea. But I must get a really cheap new walking stick. It's Black Friday after all. Oh, okay. But everyone's grandpas are descending. So here we go. We're all here. There's the shopping centre. Shopping. And you're like, but because it's probably going to be set in I guess there will be guns or whatever, because that's what multiplayer games are. So you have to but you don't shoot grandpa. You get negative points if you shoot other people's grandpas. You only shoot the other kids. Because you're kids, you're playing with like Nerf guns, because it's a safe game. So it's like Nerf gunning other people's. Now the button mashing, where's the button mashing? Because it's walking, you've got to check on grandpa's stamina. So the button mashing comes in because maybe you've got to feed him or something. You've got to keep his strength up. You're like, come on, grandpa. Oh, and you've got to help him up. That's what the button mashing is, because it's a 2-player game. You've got to boost him. Like, come on, get up there. Because of course, the lift is busted. That's one of the chapters. The lift is busted. Like, but I can't walk up the stairs, son. So you've got to help. This is actually based on a true story, kind of. This is actually saying, we had to take my grandpa to the shops to help him buy a printer, and it was pretty much like this. My dad was walking too fast, and grandpa's health meter was going down, and my brother was like, but we've got to help grandpa. So this is coming from a place of truth. And then, of course, and it's an escort mission. So there we go, everybody. Grandpa escort battle royale. So what are we going to call this game? What are we calling the grandpa escort mission? What could grandpa? Maybe you could just call it like grandpa and son or something, or a grand day out. Because I like the pun. A grand day out. It's gonna have a platinum trophy, most definitely. 1 platinum trophy. I'm going to give it 3 golds. 1 gold is getting all the way to the shops without letting Grandpa's stamina get low. All right, Grandpa, because if Grandpa's stamina, he's also got a health bar in terms of his actual life expectancy. So if you do anything to damage Grandpa, he may just drop down dead on the spot. So you've got to be careful. You don't want to kill your Grandpa because he wants to go to the shops. A grand old time. Oh my God, even better, Jose. It's called a grand old time. I love this game. I mean, obviously we're going to hate it because it's a torture game. But a grand old time, a 10 out of 10 IGN, ship it. It's going to have 10 silvers, and it's also going to have a speed run, because I'm now adding speed run to the lists, because Grandma is very worried at home. Grandma doesn't like when Grandpa leaves the house, so you've got Grandma's clock. That's the special speedrun mission, where Grandma's like, you may go to the shops, but you must be back within 1 hour. So how are you going to get Grandpa to the shops and speedrun the whole game before Grandma gets upset and then you get punished? So that would be one of the gold trophies, is a grand day out quick time. Yeah, is Gromit coming on this grand? Yeah, I like how you know the Wallace and Gromit. And then it's going to have 15 bronze trophies. I like it. A grand old time. PS4 and PlayStation 4 coming to PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. It's an exclusive game coming to PlayStation Plus. 3 out of 10 difficulty. I think make it at least 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10, but you may lose your insanity while playing it because it's so incredibly annoying. So there we go, everybody. We've created. Oh my God, what happened to my pen? We have together created the worst game in human history. This is it. Drop in and drop out co-op. Yes, the unskippable cutscene is your grandpa telling you a story. Yes, but he never finishes the story because he keeps forgetting it and something happens. So every time, and at the end, he finally tells you the really long story about what it was like to live through World War II. And you're like, but Grandpa! So there we go, the torture game that all prisoners will be playing soon in the future in order to give us all their secrets. A grand old time. Get the platinum trophy. Endure it now. Coming soon. Thank you very much for helping me. What would be the... Oh my god, I can't... Yeah, what would be the name of the platinum trophy? Oh. A grand success or... Oh. Grandeur. I want something with the word grandeur in it. I don't know. Maybe I'll just call it grandeur for now. AR grandeur. Something like that. So there we go. Thank you, everybody, for this edition of Locking It Down with Lucy. I don't know how it keeps getting... Good job, Billy. Boomer. What's it? Okay, Boomer. That's what we're calling the Platinum Trophy. Okay, Boomer. This is a great game. We should make more games together. Okay, Boomer. It's the Platinum Trophy. Grandpa's Platinum Stick. I liked playing this. We should make games forever. Let's make our own studio. We'll make our own gaming studio and we'll do it. We could be, you know, torture chamber games or something. I don't know what they call. What do they call game studios these days? It's called Platinum Trophy. Seems fitting. Well, everybody, thank you so much for joining me, and make sure you get your hands on A Grand Old Time coming soon. It's going to be great, I'm sure. 10 out of 10s everywhere. Masterpiece. That I'm sure everyone will be talking about it. It's called a brain. I love that. That was a good time. I hope you enjoyed it too. So thank you. Of course, there's going to be a racing section, Grandpa Turismo. So I'm thinking about all the cash-in sequels now. Wow, I love doing that. That was so much fun. I want to make video games again sometime. Coming soon to you. So thank you so much for joining for this very long edition of Locking It Down with Lucy. Got my pre-order in, says Jay Baker. Love it. That is 100% almost a true story as well. That's where the inspiration came. Right, I will see you all next week for another edition of Locking It Down with Lucy. Don't forget, at the weekend, my Mass Effect Platinum Trophy Tales is dropping. Grandpa Theft Auto. You guys are killing it with the grandpa puns. Love it. So the Platinum Trophy Tales will be this weekend. And of course, I'll be at E3 to promote A Grand Old Time. Until then, take care of yourselves and have a lot of fun. Play a lot of games. And I shall see you all next week. Thank you all for joining. It's been real. See you later. I'm off to talk to my grandpa in the ether. Bye.